Hey, I'm JR, Training Manager here at Crutchfield, and this video is all about the Pioneer DMH-WT7600NEX and the 8600NEX. They're both digital multimedia receivers with floating screens. The only difference between the two is the size of the screen. Other than that, all of the features are the same. The 7600 has a 9-inch floating screen, and the 8600 has a 10.1-inch floating screen. Here's how this works. Whether you get the 7600 or the 8600, the screen mounts to a single DIN chassis. So you mount this into the dash of your car where your radio would normally go, and then you attach the screen to the front of it. Now let's talk about what these radios do. They're both the same feature-wise. Again, the only difference is the screen size. They both feature wired and wireless Android Auto and wired and wireless Apple CarPlay. So in addition to having Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, Pioneer is also including Amazon Alexa. So you probably have an Amazon Alexa at home and you use it for a bunch of things, and you can now control your Amazon Alexa while you're driving. There's a bunch of ways to get music playing on this radio. In addition to Spotify and Pandora and all those things on your phone using your Android Auto or CarPlay, you can also get it connected via Bluetooth if you'd prefer that. You can load up a bunch of music on a USB thumb drive, and that includes regular MP3s and WAV files, as well as high-res FLAC and DSD files, and connect that to the USB input on the rear of this radio. If you like listening to your local radio stations, this has a great AM and FM tuner, including HD radio. So if any of your local stations broadcast in HD, this will pick that up and it will sound great. If you want to subscribe to SiriusXM, you can get the optional SXV300 SiriusXM tuner, plug that into the back, run the antenna, and subscribe to satellite radio as well. And in addition to all of that, there is a rear-mounted auxiliary input. So you can just plug in any device that has a headphone jack and play that in your car as well. And last but not least, there is a mini HDMI input. So if you wanted to plug in a video device, you'll be able to do that as well. On the back, there are two camera inputs, a front-mounted camera and, of course, a backup camera. And it even includes adjustable parking lines, which you can adjust on the screen of the radio. If you're putting one of these radios into a newer car, it's possible you might need a fancy OEM integration adapter to make sure you don't lose a bunch of original features that came with your car. One of the best ways to do that is with an iDataLink Maestro OEM interface, and that takes a radio that's compatible. This does have the serial port on the back, so it will work completely with an iDataLink Maestro to retain as many features as possible in your car. If you're thinking you might want to add amplifiers to power your speakers with even more power, or add a subwoofer, you can certainly do that. These radios have 6 channels of preamp outputs at 4 volts each, so your music will sound good and strong, getting piped out to separate amplifiers. In addition to being able to control everything from these big, beautiful touchscreens, these radios do also come with a wireless remote. So these are the Pioneer DMH-WT7600NEX and the 8600NEX. If you're considering putting one of these floating screen digital multimedia receivers in your car, let us help. Give one of our advisors a call here at Crutchfield, chat with them online. They can help you make sure that these will fit and look good and work in your car. Also, if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments here on YouTube. And if you don't mind, hit like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.